travel-wise.
And it's already starting here in Alabama.
And yesterday, there were so many models as you guys were going through this, but I will say this. You did tell us that it could start this morning around this time.
Yeah, and I'm glad to say, that the models, some of them did verify, and we are starting to see that. I know I had a lot of questions last night. I was getting phone calls and texts until 10 o'clock last night. Sorry for folks that I slept through some of those, but that said, they were wondering, is this really even going to be an event? You know, there's always a big question mark, and I have to say, well, there's separate scenarios, and we have to identify all of them and kind of give you what you know and what we know. And here's what we know right now. Weather alerts in place, and we have seen several counties upgraded from a winter storm watch, which means that conditions are favorable for winter storm development, to winter storm warnings, which means the conditions are imminent. That means they are going to be happening. So the counties that you see highlighted in kind of the brighter pink color, those are where you're seeing those winter storm warnings. The purples back towards Fayette, up towards Hamilton, including Marion County and Winston County, up in Coleman County, those are where we're seeing the winter storm watches, where conditions are favorable, but maybe not necessarily imminent. Want to show you a live look at the sky this morning. This is actually our Storm Track Tower cam in Tuscaloosa. Not seeing anything there, but on our Birmingham sky cam, we're actually seeing a couple of little drops there on our camera lens. Here's what makes the forecast so challenging today. Birmingham is sitting at 33 degrees. 32 is the freezing mark. That would mean that anything liquid turns to solid. But when you have temperatures that are hovering in the low to mid 30s, snow's not out of the realm of possibility depending on the temperature in the upper levels, but it makes it tricky as it begins to melt, as it falls through those temperatures that are above freezing. And that's where we get the cold rain or sleet or very slushy snow. What we're looking at, North Alabama, upper 20s, everywhere is below freezing, pretty much north of I-20. South of I-20, still above freezing. I don't expect temperatures to change much at all today, but I want to show you stuff is starting to pop up on the radar this morning. Rainfall from Brent to Marion and Clanton, but the big story where we see this pink, we call that a wintry mix. It could be a mix of some rain, even some sleet, and possibly some snow. And where we see these brighter purples, that's generally indicative of just snowfall. So if you're waking up this morning in Trussville, you're likely seeing a few flurries falling out of your window north of Highway 78 and west or east of Interstate 20. We're seeing that wintry mix from Lake Purdy down to Hoover over towards Bessemer, Pleasant Grove, Hueytown. You may even be seeing a few flurries. We're getting observation in Tuscaloosa of rain hitting the ground, but just north of the university towards Lake Tuscaloosa and Samantha, there could actually be a wintry mix going on right now. And then within the rain, we're starting to get some colder pockets of super cold air, kind of producing these micro weather systems in Akron that we see there. So that's what we're watching for as we move through the morning. And then look what happens as we roll through the afternoon. I still expect us to see the chance of snow even through early tomorrow. Snowfall totals could range anywhere between a trace amount, maybe 1/10 of an inch, and then look at some of these snowfall forecasts from Friday into Saturday morning. Some of the heaviest banding, maybe upwards of 3 inches just south of Tuscaloosa to Anniston. So lots to walk through today, lots to be aware of. So just stay vigilant, have a plan, and if you need to put that plan into action, you've at least got it. But stay safe and stay warm out there today, folks. That's a look at your Storm Track 7-day forecast.